No data found because it's our first game. Second, Iwakura Aria. Alright, I'm excited. Oh, I'll show you guys the trailer in a bit. Let's just let this load first. Oh, it jumps right in. Okay.
1966年、何も持っていなかった、何も分かっていなかった33年前、16歳の夏、あの年、見たこともなかった夢が、運命の声は穏やか、顔を上げて目をすがめた。あの日の刺すような日差しが今も眩しい。もしもし、ねえ、今どこにいるの？
Ichiko Hitagawa. Okay. Oh. The environmental design is gorgeous. Wow. Kitagawa Ichiko. (1966) What happened then? Was that still during World War II? Iwakura Aria. Miao Chi Sui. I think they're soft introducing the cast right now. Iwakura Amane. Ooh. It's a very nice opening animation. I think it might be a romance story between these two girls. We shall see. Iwakura Aria. Okay. This has me hyped for the game chat. Chapter 1, A Beautiful Painting. I won't be reading out since there's already voiceover, okay? Oh, but the narration doesn't. Alright, I have my job to do then. I had a feeling that the sunflowers wouldn't bloom this year. Surely the morning glories wouldn't bloom either. I'm sure that's because it feels so out of place here. Even if you plant seeds here, it's not like they'll even sprout.
門から玄関まで歩くってだけでも驚くのに、敷地の中に噴水まであるなんて。
The government declared a few years after I was born that we as a nation were no longer in the post-war period.
ここだけ日本じゃないみたい。
I didn't even know it was possible to be this incredibly wealthy. I guess you can't imagine the likes of something you've never seen before. The grounds are so vast. From here, the gatekeeper looks so small. It's been exactly 1 week since I stepped foot into this completely new world, where even the air I breathe feels different from any other place I've lived until now. It all began when I met the head of the household, a man named Amane Iwakura. Ooh, backstory time. I really don't want to go to job interviews. At the beginning of the month, I quit the construction company I'd been working at since I graduated from junior high school. It had only been about a year since I started there. I even told myself that I wouldn't run away, no matter what happened. Both my boss and his business partners were much older than me, yet I had to deal with their advances every single day. The feeling of that huge moist hand grabbing my thigh on the last day there, it still clings to my skin. It just won't go away.
あんた、何一丁前にため息なんかついてんの？ため息をつきたいのはだって
ガラクタばっかりなんだもん。あんなの誰も買ってくれないって。
買ってくれないじゃなくて売るの。あんたが出戻ったせいでうちも大変なんだから。分かってんの？
This is the Kitagawa Orphanage. It's the place where I spent the majority of my childhood while I was being moved around to different foster parents and institutions. I spent the last year here before I was eligible for employment elsewhere. We were hosting a bazaar that day to raise money to help with the orphanage operating costs. Tableware with ugly patterns, towels with their colors faded, and the crown jewel of the lot was a doll with a creepy face. It was all so ridiculous. Everything was lined up in front of me, and all of them were items that seemed like they were particularly unlikely to sell. That's... I wish I never painted something like this. It was a watercolor painting I made of a bird. I've almost never been praised for it, but I've loved creating works of art ever since I was little. Usually I just doodle some things in my sketchbook, but since I came back to the orphanage, I've been doing some paintings while I spend time with the younger kids. It was only in those moments that I could just forget about everything and enjoy myself. However, much to my dismay, this caught the attention of one of the staff, and since they thought it helped liven things up, they ended up selling my art at the bazaar. Maybe I should just quit painting. I was just doing it for myself as a way to relax, but when they decided to put up my art for sale, it felt like both my art and feelings that I put into it were as worthless as the rest of the junk they were selling it with. Everything is truly awful. The weight of this dress made my head hang low.
この絵はいくらかな？色使いがすごくいい。娘が気に入りそうだ。おや、申し訳ない。こちらは売り物じゃなかったかな？
いえ、売り物です。
もしかして君が描いたの？
I felt so awkward as my face grew hot, but I managed to softly nod in response. That's when I saw him. Mr. Amani Iwakura, with a wonderful smile on his face, began admiring my artwork with this incredibly sincere sense of earnesty. Oh my god, my heart is absolutely pounding. I've never had someone praise my art like that before. All of that sadness I was feeling just a minute ago had completely vanished.
お取り込み中？ちょっと失礼しますね。
どうしたの？
いちこ、あんたそろそろ出る時間でしょ。変わるから中に戻りな。
まだいいよ。10分前で大丈夫だから。
無職のくせに何が大丈夫なんだか。院長がお偉いさんに頼んでこの日曜にわざわざ時間を作ってもらったんだからね。服も髪もちゃんとしてよ。院長に恥かかせないでいい？
God damn it, I hate this so much. You're the one embarrassing yourself around here.
返事はあんたちゃんと聞いて。
わかったから。ごめんなさい。私失礼します。
Oh, poor thing.
君、待ちなさい。
Oh.
仕事を探しているのならうちに来るといい。ちょうど住み込みの女中を募集していてね。
Oh.
興味があれば少し話でもどうかな？
私？
住み込みの女中？失礼ですがあなた。
おっと、その前にこの絵をもらうよ。手持ちがあまりないのだけれど2000円でどうだろう？
With those words, Amani gracefully slid 2 bills into a can that only had some loose change rattling around inside. That was the first time I'd ever seen paper glisten like that. Wow.
約束の時間まであと15分か。
Oh, are we gonna explore? I pulled the new sketchbook that I bought yesterday out of my bag. I can definitely kill some time with this.
何を書こう。やっぱりあの天使。
Suddenly, beautiful emerald wings fluttered right past my face. They playfully danced around the fountain, then gently landed on the shoulder of the sleeping angel, as if they were taking a rest.
綺麗。よし。こんな感じかな。
This should be good. I really thought about giving up my art, but Amani's words were powerful enough to get me to go and buy a new sketchbook. He offered me food, clothing, and shelter with a more than adequate salary. He even said that I was free to pursue my hobbies as long as I did my work. Then he told me that I really needed to create more art. Those words made me so happy. The staff members said that I shouldn't take him seriously, but I ended up buying not only a new sketchbook, but some extra new pencils as well.
はい。
It was the first page worth commemorating. For some reason, looking at this piece makes me feel like everything will be okay.
これ一冊埋めるのは大変そうだけど、これからここでたくさん綺麗なものが描けたらいいな。よし、ちょうどいい時間だ。
I put the sketchbook back in my bag, then began walking towards the entrance. Oh. Is that a crow?
庭の方かな。広すぎて見えないよ。
Oh? Oh, someone's standing there. He's so big. I wonder if he's a security guard. He followed me from the gate all the way to the entrance.
こんにちは。
Why is he watching me so intently? Did I do something wrong?
はじめまして。今日からお世話になる北川一子です。
Yikes, he's completely ignoring me. Maybe he's not allowed to talk to people or something? I feel like I remember someone telling me that's the case at a castle in England. I managed to convince myself that I was correct and awkwardly forced myself to walk past this man who would no longer look me in the eye. Ah, that car. Next to the entrance, a jet black luxury car was parked in the driveway. This was the car that Amani got into when I saw him off the first day I met him. Nothing about any of this was a dream. Suddenly, the reality of the situation hit me all at once, and I was now very tense. This is absolutely not the time to start feeling nervous. That's when I looked down at my watch and saw that it was now exactly the time I was supposed to be here. Whew.
ごめんくだ。
Oh, that's loud.
ごめんください。
I then rang the doorbell. I could hear a voice calling from inside. That was when... Hi, Sassy! As if someone was standing by waiting for me, the doorknob quickly made a clanking sound as it began to turn.
いちこくん、いらっしゃい。よく来たね。
Whew. This is so tense. The ceiling is so high.
暑かったろう。今日は30度を超えると聞いて驚いたよ。6月最後の日曜とはいえ、夏はまだ先だと思っていたんだけれど。
Just the entrance hall of this place alone is bigger than a normal person's entire house.
いちこくん、立ち止まっていないで、中へおいで。
So, for those who just came in, this is called Iwakura Aria. It's a visual novel, and this is our new employer, Amane Iwakura. So, I think we're going to be getting to know his daughter in this game. We've been hired as a live-in housemaid.
靴は
そのままで構わないよ。我が家は海外からいらっしゃるお客
Thank you for
様
the
も多いから
water.
西洋式なんだ。
そうなんですね。それじゃあ。
Filled with hesitation, I nervously took my first step inside. I just needed to take another step, then another step. Wow. Even the sound of my footsteps in my cheap shoes echoes with an enchanting elegance. This is too much. It feels like I'm at a fancy ball or something. It reminds me of that famous... What's it called?
鹿鳴館。あ、いえ、あんまり素敵な玄関ホールでなんだか鹿鳴館みたいだなって。もちろん見たことはないので想像ですが。
なるほど。やっぱり君は芸術家だね。すごくいい感性を持ってる。この屋敷は大正時代にイギリス人の建築家が設計したものなんだ。鹿鳴館ほど華美ではないけれど、同じく贅を尽くした空間だ。デザインも使われている素材も、この腰壁一つとっても彼ら職人のこだわりが見て取れる。暖炉のマントルピースもそうだ。せっかくここで働くのだからね。時間をかけて屋敷中細部まで堪能するといい。
ありがとうございます。見せてもらうのが楽しみです。
ああ、他の部屋もきっと期待を裏切らない。と 疲れているのに立ち話で申し訳ないな。まずは君の部屋に案内するよ。少し休むといい。仕事の話はそれからだ。
Okay. I can't believe that my room is inside the residence itself. I figured I would be staying in a separate building or something. Amani led the way, with the sound of my footsteps falling directly behind him. The floor creaked softly. I could faintly hear the sound of clothes rustling. It's so quiet. A little too quiet.
他の使用人の皆さんは？
通いはいるけれど、住み込みは君一人だ。
Oh.
ああ、でも家事すべてを押し付けるつもりはないから。部屋は2階だ。足元に気をつけて。
Okay. Let's go to our new room. No way, I didn't think for a second that I would be the only one. I wonder if things will be okay for me here.
いちこくん？
はい。
Things were not at all what I thought they would be, so the urge to just stop in my tracks was strong. Despite my slightly trembling legs, I forced myself to start climbing the stairs. I could hear my heart pounding in my chest. What am I going to do if something
こ
happens?
こを上がって正面が私の部屋で、いちこくんの部屋は左手の突き当たりにある。
There's no way anyone would come here to help me.
その右隣が娘の部屋だ。
That's right, I forgot he had a daughter. The blood that quickly drained from my face came back and made my cheeks hot. Ah, that was close. Thank goodness I didn't say anything weird. I emerged from the staircase into a wide hallway. All of the closed doors made it feel rather claustrophobic, while at the same time the sunlight coming in from the skylights made it feel very open. Being in a space where you could feel both of these sensations at the same time was pretty overwhelming.
正面が天音さんの部屋。
そう、元は主寝室として作られた部屋だけれど、妻が亡くなってから一度改装してね。今は仕事部屋も兼ねた作りになっているよ。階段の隣はバスルーム。風呂の時間は互いに気を使う必要があるけれど、こっちは客間だ。とは言っても、もう2階にお客様をあげることは。
Amane suddenly cuts himself off when he placed his hand on one of the doorknobs.
なんだ、アリア、起きていたのか。
Aria, I guess that's his daughter. That's a pretty uncommon name.
おいで、いちこくん。娘のアリアを紹介するよ。
Now that I think of it, I never asked how old she was. I wonder, maybe she's still pretty young? I did what was asked of me and stepped into the guest room. In that moment, I realized that any of my predictions about her were completely off base. I could only see the back of her as she gazed out into the open window. She had long hair that went down to her waist, and her slender ankles were peeking out from under her skirt. She is clearly much taller than me, not to mention the aura she gives off. She doesn't seem like a child. She's probably not younger than me.
アリア。
The environmental art for all of this is so beautiful. Amani called her name and urged her to greet me. She then calmly turned to face me. It was in that moment. A Renoir painting stood before me. I suddenly remembered an art book that I had completely forgotten about. Somebody had donated it to the orphanage. It was a rather large book. She had this dreamlike beauty. Her thin neck, small face, and big beautiful eyes were now facing me. Her black hair shined with a bluish tinge from the sunlight. It accentuated the translucency of the whiteness of her skin. It was like the window frame itself was framing a real-life painting. There, standing before me, exuding a beauty that had to be seen to be believed, was Amani's daughter, Aria Iwakura. Oh, she's so beautiful! We're shy. Her small face, ever so petite, neared me. The outlines of her lightly colored eyes came to view as they now absorbed the light in the room. What should I do? Should I greet her first? Yeah, I guess I should.
はじめまして、北川一子です。
Aria gave me a slight nod as I quickly bowed my head. Her quiet demeanor suggests that she's a person of few words. Maybe it's because both her face and body were so doll-like, but I felt like she was rather cold and distant.
お父様。
ん？
この部屋、いつ家具の位置を変えたの？
ああ、一昨日の夜だよ。手前半分を広めに使えるようにしたいと思ってね。
どうして？
ちょっとした考えがあるんだ。 今は内緒にしておくけれど、アリアにもじきにわかるさ。
そう。
She spoke softly as she slipped between us and made her way out of the room. As she got closer to me, a sweet scent that I'd never smelled before softly filled my nostrils. What is that? It smells so good, like a mix of flowers, herbs, and citrus. I guess beautiful people have a lovely scent to them as well.
部屋に戻るのかい？
ええ。あまり具合が良くないの。
そうか。それならゆっくりお休み、アリア。アリアは体が弱くてね。今日も一日寝ているかと思ったけれど、先に紹介できてよかったよ。さて、この部屋のことはどこまで話したかな
A mild breeze was rustling the curtains. She was just so beautiful. In my mind, I could see her facing away from me in front of the frame. What a beautiful painting it would be. The girl depicted in it could turn to face me once again. When our eyes met, my throat got tight and I had trouble breathing properly. The Sun Princess and the Pauper plot.
また1時間後に。
Oh, this is my room. It's cozy.
こんなの聞いてない。
Just when I thought I was able to breathe again, the thoughts I had in my mind came spilling out into words as I exhaled. The attractiveness of the person I'm working for has nothing to do with me, but wow, I almost feel like I was betrayed, like I took a sneak attack right to the
あ
face.
んなに綺麗な人がそばにいたら毎日緊張してしょうがない。
My heart was still beating like mad and wasn't showing any sign of slowing down.
ああ、もうしっかりしなきゃ。
I took some deep breaths to try and bring myself back to equilibrium, then took my time as I looked around the room. Suddenly, I felt as if my field of vision was slowly starting to
前
expand.
は
Ooh.
仏間だったって言ってたっけ？
Yet, Amani mentioned to me that when he was telling me about the rooms, the ceiling seemed to be quite elaborate. It resembled a go-board made out of lattice square timber. It's so cool that I can look up at the ceiling when I lie down every night. I wouldn't say this room is all that big, but it's both beautiful and comfortable. To think they would let me use a room like this. Feeling incredibly grateful towards Amani, I began to unpack my belongings. Not like it would take me very long with the small amount of things I brought. I put my pajamas on and underwear away. I put my pajamas and underwear away, after which I quickly found myself feeling pretty
そういえば
bored.
仕事着を入れておいたってここかな？
I casually opened up one of the drawers to find two outfits of the same color, neatly folded and tucked away.
この生地すべすべ。私の普段着よりずっと高そう。
I slipped the dress over my head and tied the apron that was lying underneath it. I tied the ribbon in the back nice and tight, and unbeknownst to me in that moment, I began to smile. A brand new maid's uniform that fit me like a glove, a beautiful fountain visible from my window. It all makes me nervous, but at the same time, it's not the least bit unpleasant. I can't remember any other time in my life where I felt like this. It was a quiet room where nobody could hear me talk to myself. It feels like another lifetime ago when I was silently crying in my 3-person company dorm room last month. Maybe I can finally get a fresh start here. I was 16 years old. There I was, living in my own, right in the beginning of
よ
adulthood.
し。着替えも済んだし、そろそろ。ってあれ？まだ30分しか経ってない。どうしよう。せっかくだし、今のうちに2階の部屋を見て回ってみようかな。
Every room in this house is going to be a workplace, so I should be able to come and go as I please. With Amani's words echoing in my mind, I quickly put them into action and began
まず
moving.
はどの部屋から見てみよう。
Hi Gamma, welcome in. By the way guys, we are approaching dinner time very soon. I might just continue to play the game as we go. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to open up the menu. Close the game. Maybe homepage? Oh. Guest room, bathroom. Let's check out the bathroom since we haven't looked at it. We're playing Iwakura Aria. Iwakura Aria. It's so spacious, not to mention incredibly stylish. The bathtub is also deep enough so you can easily immerse yourself in it. The changing room and the toilet are both neat and tidy. It really makes me wonder if it's okay for me to use this room. can feel the after effects of what happened earlier. Standing in the same place Aria did before, I could feel my heart beating softly. Looking at the room from here, I noticed that the furniture and decor in the room was not only tasteful, but a match with the rest of the residence interior quite well.
蓄音機にレコード。誰の趣味だろう。
On top of the glass shelves were a bunch of Western-style figurines arranged in a well-balanced, aesthetically pleasing way.
いっぱい。かわいい
Oh,
顔。
there they are. There were 7 angel figurines in all. Among them was an angel with a charming, gentle look on his face that really caught my eye. What was its name? Gabriel.
ガブリエル。他の子の名前を。びっくりした。棚に腕が。ここにあるものって絶対全部高いよね。
Have a good dinner,
気を
Troy.
つけなきゃ。あ、ここが天音さんの部屋。
It was an opulent room with eye-catching wallpaper and decor with red and gold tones. The vibe in here is a bit different from the rest of the house. I guess this is his personal preference. There's also very expensive-looking things around the room. Look at that huge camera. It's so cool. Camera. Okay. Can we go down? Oh, right-click is to save. The menu and all are very beautiful. Okay, let's see what the controls are. Automatic save, resolution, screen mode. Manual. Story, controls. Oh, this is the manual. The year was 1966. In post-war Japan, where the nation was undergoing rapid changes, a girl left behind by society and a girl completely isolated from that society crossed paths. Could it be friendship, perhaps even love that's born the moment these two exchange glances? Or could it be that they will simply begin to grow apart? Whether we love or hate, the march of time continues and life goes on. Who will I be with, and what kind of person will I become after this picturesque encounter? Oh, here it is. Okay, I need to take a photo of this so that I don't forget the controls. Okay, got it. Is there autoplay? Oh yes, G. G is auto. Nice. Iwakura Aria is an adventure game where you progress through the story by reading text. Completely different outcomes await you depending on the choices that you make. Okay. Press the space to continue the conversation and advance the story. Press X to display and hide the text box. Press 1 during the game to bring up the system menu. Here you'll be able to save and load your game. You can change the game settings by selecting config. Okay. Album, music, side stories. Ooh, clear list. Exploration. Finding key items in each of the rooms, you'll uncover the secrets. Can pin on the map indicates your current location. You can move to any of the residents with a room name displayed. Any rooms you need to visit are marked in red. Oh. Okay, so we are Ichiko. Aria is the daughter, Imane is the father, and Sui Miyauchi is the exclusive chef. Cute! And she's the same age as all of us. Nice. Alright, good to know, good to know. Alright, so there's no important... Nothing important we gotta explore anymore. Alright, it is approaching 7. I'm going to get my dinner real quick. Let me just ask my husband like how we're gonna do dinner. Alright, give me a moment. Let me stop the recording here. Actually no, I can continue.
私一人なんだよね。家事全部は頼まないって言ってたけど。
G is auto. The auto is a bit slow though. Hold on. Let me see if I can change anything. Okay. Okay. Is it faster now? Oh yeah, much better.
よし行こう。
Iko. Alright, let me get my food and I'll be right back.
Coffeeのいい匂い。
いちこくん来たね。おいで、こっちで話そう。
はい。
せっかくだから外が見える席に座るといい。ここでどうかな。
ありがとうございます。広い。綺麗なお庭ですね。花がたくさん。
この小食堂はブレックファストルームと呼ばれていてね、気分よく朝食をとるために設計された部屋なんだ。私も気に入っているけれど、景色が寂しくならないよう年中植え替えが必要だから、管理にはなかなか苦労している。さて、焼き菓子でもどうかな。ここから好きなものを選ぶといい。コーヒーはもう少し。なんだい？何か質問かな？
いえ、ごめんなさい。親子でよく似ていらっしゃると思って、つい。
よく言われるよ。自覚はあまりないけれど、どうやらそのようだね。
Okay, hi everyone. So I hope you're enjoying Iwakura Aria so far. That is over here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play Hidden Memories of the Garden Between because I didn't know that it was a VR game, but I'm really enjoying the story and I'm so curious to know what happens. However, I am going on my dinner break, so hopefully we'll have the chance to continue this story together in the future. But here's where we stop, and I'll see you guys later at 8 o'clock for Ship Inc. and then 9 o'clock for Tiny Bookshop. Stay tuned!